Let's see practically conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy from dry cell. This is a dry cell. Unlike Daniel cell, here electrolytic paste is used. In Daniel cell, electrolytic solutions are used, but here paste of electrolyte is used. That is why this is called dry cell. Here is this is dry cell, and these are wire and bulb. Let's see production of electricity practically. Apparatuses are attached on the board. Let's see. This bulb is glowing now. That means here chemical energy is converted to electrical energy. Let's see the matter theoretically. Today's lesson, mechanism of dry cell. Dry cell is a kind of electrochemical cell or galvanic cell. First of all, let's try to draw a schematic diagram of dry cell. This is dry cell. This is its positive end and this is negative end. When these two ends are connected with a bulb like this, then this bulb will glow. In this lesson, we are going to learn construction of dry cell, then how this bulb is glowing, mechanism of dry cell. Then it is termed dry cell. The reason behind this term dry. Then this dry cell sometimes called Lacklands dry cell. In this lesson we will learn the reason behind this term Lacklands dry cell. So let's go to the detail. The very first point is construction of dry cell. Let's see the matter. A zinc vessel or cylindrical zinc vessel is taken. This is cylindrical zinc vessel. In the cylindrical zinc vessel, paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride is taken, and another bag which is porous bag of paper. This is porous bag of paper or cardboard, where paste of ammonium chloride, manganese dioxide and carbon powder is taken, and inside this bag a carbon rod is introduced. This is carbon rod. Now this bag is inserted here with this carbon rod, and here this is the metal cap which is placed over this carbon rod. Now let's indicate the chemicals and other items. This is porous bag inside the porous bag, paste of ammonium chloride, manganese dioxide and carbon, where ammonium chloride ionizes to ammonium ion and chloride ion, and the paste which is present inside the zinc vessel that ionizes to ammonium ion, chloride ion. From this zinc chloride, zinc 2 plus ion and chloride ion. Here this carbon rod is set up to the bottom of the porous bag. This carbon rod will not touch the zinc vessel. This is metal cap and this is carbon rod. When this cell is connected to a bulb, then this bulb will glow. That means through this wire electrons are flowing from this side or from this side. We will know this at the time of the mechanism of dry cell. But when this electron is passing through this filament, which is tungsten, that is wolfram, at the time this bulb will glow, and then electrons will pass to the cell again. This is about the construction of dry cell. Now let's try to learn mechanism of dry cell. That means in which part electrons are producing and in which part electrons are consumed. Let's see mechanism of dry cell. Now the point is mechanism of dry cell. Here this is dry cell, in which in the cylindrical vessel there is a paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride, and inside the zinc vessel there is a porous paper bag. Inside this bag, paste of ammonium chloride, manganese dioxide and carbon powder is taken. Here water is used to make the paste. Sometimes starch is used to make the paste and to gellify the paste. When this cell is connected to a bulb in this way, then this bulb is glowing. Now let's see what is the source from which electrons are producing. Here this is zinc vessel, metallic zinc, that converts to zinc 2 plus ion, leaving 2 electrons in the wall of the zinc vessel, and zinc 2 plus ion goes to the paste of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride, where zinc 2 plus combines with chloride ion to form zinc chloride aqueous, and this zinc 2 plus ion goes to the paste. That is, in the wall of the zinc vessel, this zinc metal is donating electrons, which is called oxidation, and the metallic bar or the metallic substance or oxidation occurs, that is called anode. So zinc acts as anode here. With the passage of the time, in the wall of the zinc vessel, concentration of electrons increases. Then these electrons start to flow through this wire. At one stage, these electrons flow through the filament. Then this bulb will glow, and then these electrons are flowing through this wire. At one stage, electrons come to the carbon rod. As electrons are flowing towards carbon rod, that is why this carbon rod is denoted by positive charge, and zinc vessel becomes electronically rich with the passage of the time. That is why zinc vessel is indicated by negatively charged. This negatively charged zinc vessel is anode because here oxidation is occurring. Now electrons are in carbon rod, but here what chemicals are taking these electrons? Let's see. In the porous bag, paste of ammonium chloride, manganese dioxide and carbon powder present. So here ammonium ion that is produced from ammonium chloride receives electron to form ammonia and hydrogen. That is, here acceptance of electron is occurring, which is called reduction. This reduction reaction is happening at the carbon rod. That is why this is called cathode. The electrode or reduction happens, that is called cathode. So here carbon rod acts as cathode. Now what about this hydrogen? Around this carbon rod, gas bubbles of hydrogen is producing, which makes a problem for the continuous electricity. To reduce the problem here, manganese dioxide is used as oxidizing agent, which oxidizes hydrogen to water, and another compound is formed, that is dimanganese trioxide. Here we can put 2 to balance this reaction. So in the dry cell, manganese dioxide acts as oxidizing agent, which is called depolarizer. It's better to use the term oxidizing agent instead of depolarizer. The substance that prevents the building up of hydrogen in the dry cell is called depolarizer. So here manganese dioxide acts as depolarizer, simply oxidizing agent, because manganese dioxide oxidizes hydrogen to water. This water increases the mobility of ions. Again, this water combines with ammonia to form weak base ammonium hydroxide. Because of the formation of water, this dry cell becomes wet gradually, and in the dry cell, inside the porous bag, paste of ammonium chloride, manganese dioxide and carbon powder is used. Carbon powder increases the surface area of carbon rod. that increases the conductivity of electricity. Now let's see what is the function of porous bag. This is porous bag. Through these pores outside the bag, concentration of zinc 2 plus ions increases. To neutralize this electrical imbalance through these pores, chloride ion enters the zinc vessel to neutralize this zinc 2 plus ion to form zinc chloride. Again, inside the porous bag, ammonium ion is consumed. That is why inside the porous bag, concentration of chloride ion is increased. That is why their electrical imbalance is created as well. To neutralize this negative charge through this porous bag, ammonium ion enters the porous bag to neutralize this chloride ion here, ammonium chloride. So this is the function of porous bag. Through the pores, necessary ions can interchange their positions. This dry cell, sometimes called Leclanche dry cell, because in the year 1866, French scientist Georges Leclanche invented this cell. That is why this dry cell sometimes called Leclanche dry cell. This is all about mechanism of dry cell. No more today. Thank you very much.